Success isn't for the lucky, the talented, or the privileged. It's for those who have mastered one thing: discipline. If you want to rise above the noise, stand out and achieve greatness, this is the secret you need. No more excuses, no more delays, just results. In this audiobook, we are going to break down exactly how you can build that winner's mindset, how you can train yourself to show up every single day and turn your dreams into your reality. It's time to stop wishing and start doing. Stick with me, and by the end of this audiobook, you'll have the blueprint to make discipline your greatest asset, turning every goal you've set into something you're living. Let's get to work. Chapter 1. Master your morning routine to set the tone for success. You're about to step into something powerful. You're about to make a change that could transform everything in your life. Most people wake up without any clear direction. They let their day happen to them instead of designing it. But you're going to do something different today. You're going to master your morning, and by doing that, you'll set the tone for everything that follows. The truth is, how you start your morning is the most important part of your day. It's the foundation for all your successes, your energy, and the results you get from your actions. Waking up is easy, but waking up with purpose is something else entirely. It's about making the decision that today is going to be different. It's about deciding right now that you're going to win today. Not tomorrow, not when the mood strikes you, but today. You have the power to make that choice the second you open your eyes. But here's the thing, most people don't take that choice seriously. They hit the snooze button, stumble through their morning, and wonder why things never seem to go their way. If you want to succeed, if you want to accomplish everything you've set out to do, you need to own your mornings. Now, I'm not talking about just waking up earlier. That's part of it, but it's not the whole picture. The most successful people, the ones who create massive change in their lives, all have one thing in common: they have a morning routine. This routine is designed to prepare them for success, to prime their mind and body to perform at their highest level. It's not about waiting for motivation to show up. It's about creating a structure in your day that forces you to show up as the best version of yourself. You want to be a winner, right? Winners don't waste time in the morning. They don't scroll through their phone first thing, letting the world dictate their mood. They don't hit snooze and waste precious minutes of their day. They start their day with intention. Winners know that if they start their morning right, the rest of the day will fall into place. And the good news, you can do this too. You can choose to win right from the moment you wake up. It's time to take control of your mornings, and that starts with a decision. A decision to get out of bed with purpose. Get rid of the excuses. Stop telling yourself you'll wake up early tomorrow or next week. Today is the day. Commit to it. You don't need to wait for the perfect circumstances, for everything to align. You just need to decide and take action. Once you've made that decision, the next step is creating a routine. Your routine should be something that gets you fired up, something that gets your mind and body in gear for the day. I want you to think about what you need to do to get into the right mindset and physical state to perform at your best. This means prioritizing things like exercise, meditation, journaling, or reading. What gets you moving? What makes you feel alive? Make that part of your routine. But here's the secret. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about consistency. You don't need to meditate for an hour or run 5 miles. You just need to show up, do something that sets the tone for the day, and do it every single day. The key here is consistency. You don't get results from doing something once in a while. You get results from doing it every day. Your morning routine doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be simple and something you can stick to. Start small if you have to, but start. If you're not used to waking up early, start by waking up just 15 minutes earlier and gradually build from there. The point is, you want to set the tone for the day, and you can't do that if you're rushing out the door without giving yourself the time to prepare. Let's talk about mindset for a minute. When you wake up, your mind is like a blank slate. You can fill it with positivity and intention, or you can fill it with negativity and doubts. What do you choose? Most people don't even realize the power of their thoughts. They let their mind run on autopilot, and most of the time, that's where the negativity creeps in. You have to make the choice, the conscious choice, to start your day with a positive mindset. That's what winners do. They wake up and choose to be optimistic, to focus on what they can control, and to move forward no matter what. They don't let the past dictate their future, and neither should you. A great way to do this is through gratitude. As soon as you wake up, before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can completely shift your mindset. It moves you away from the negative thoughts and puts you in a state of abundance. Gratitude opens your heart, and when you start your day with that energy, everything else follows. This is how winners think. They think about the good things in their life, and they use that as fuel to move forward. But remember, waking up early and having a routine isn't enough. You need to take immediate action. Once you've set the tone for your day, once you've gotten your mindset right, it's time to get to work. It's time to take immediate action toward your goals. No more waiting, no more procrastination. The longer you wait to start, the harder it gets. Winners take action right away. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create that moment by taking action now. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to make progress. Start where you are, with what you have. That's the key to momentum. And once you get that momentum, nothing can stop you. But it all starts in the morning. It starts with your decision to wake up, to take control, to set the tone for your day. This is where winners are made. They understand that success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. It happens because they took action every single day, starting with the first moment they wake up. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier than usual. Use that time to prepare. Use that time to think about what you want to accomplish and how you're going to approach your day. Get your body moving, whether it's stretching, walking, or exercising. Fill your mind with positivity and gratitude. And then take action. Start right away on your number 1 priority. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Get it done. Winners don't wait for the perfect moment to act. They create the perfect moment by taking action now. And that's how you're going to do it. You're going to wake up, you're going to take control, and you're going to make today the best day yet. And when you do that, you'll start seeing results. You'll start seeing your life change. Because it all starts with how you start your morning. That's the power you hold. The power to make today count. The power to design the life you want. Don't waste it. Take control of your mornings and watch your life transform. Chapter 2. Take control of your mindset and start winning today. You are in control. You are not a passenger in your own life. You're the driver. That's the first thing you need to understand. Most people let their mindset control them. They let their thoughts drift aimlessly, following whatever emotions or circumstances come their way. But today, right now, you are going to decide that this ends. You are going to take control of your mind, and from that moment on, your life will never be the same. Think about it. Everything you want in life is on the other side of your mindset. Want success? It starts with how you think. Want happiness? It starts with how you think. Want to be a winner? Yes, you guessed it. It starts with how you think. Your mindset is the single most powerful force in your life, and you have the ability to control it. You are the only one who can shape it. This is not something anyone else can do for you. You've got to do it yourself. But here's the key. It's all about making that conscious decision to take control. You might not realize it, but every single thought you have shapes your future. The way you think influences the way you act, and the way you act leads you to where you want to go, or holds you back from reaching your potential. You've heard it said before, your thoughts create your reality. It's true. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. If you see the world through a lens of limitation, doubt and fear, you will only attract more of that. But if you decide to change that lens, if you choose to see the world through a lens of opportunity, abundance and possibility, your entire life will shift. So, how do you change your mindset? The first step is to make the decision to control it. No more letting circumstances dictate how you feel. No more letting negative thoughts control your day. From now on, you are going to take responsibility for your thoughts. You are going to choose to focus on what empowers you, on what inspires you, on what makes you feel unstoppable. The moment you take full control of your mindset, you'll notice a difference. You'll start showing up as a better version of yourself. You'll start making decisions based on your goals, not your fears. But it doesn't end there. Just deciding to take control of your mind is not enough. You need to actively train it, just like you would train any muscle. This takes time and practice, but the results are more than worth it. Every day, you have an opportunity to condition your mind for success. Every thought, every moment of focus can either take you closer to where you want to be or move you further away. And you decide which direction that's going to be. This starts with recognizing your thought patterns. What are the thoughts that come to mind when things get tough? Are they thoughts of defeat, of giving up, or are they thoughts of perseverance, of finding a way no matter the obstacles? The key is to become aware of your thoughts, and when necessary, replace the negative ones with empowering thoughts. When fear tries to creep in, when doubt starts to whisper in your ear, you're going to stop it in its tracks. You're going to remind yourself that you have the power to overcome anything. And the more you practice this, the easier it gets. But here's the truth, you're not always going to feel motivated. It's easy to feel fired up when everything is going well, when the sun is shining and things are clicking. But what happens when life gets tough? What happens when the world isn't handing you success on a silver platter? What happens when you hit those inevitable setbacks? Well, that's when it really matters. That's when you have to dig deep and remind yourself that you are in control of your mindset, no matter what's happening around you. You cannot rely on motivation. Motivation is a fleeting feeling that comes and goes. But your mindset, that's something you can control. And let me tell you something, when you master your mindset, everything changes. You'll stop waiting for things to happen to you. You'll start making things happen. Instead of letting fear hold you back, you'll push through it. Instead of letting self-doubt keep you stagnant, you'll use it as fuel to keep going. When you take control of your mindset, you will literally change the direction of your life. No one can stop you. The only person who can hold you back is you, and if you choose to stop getting in your own way, there's no limit to what you can achieve. This isn't some magical fix or quick shortcut. It's a process. But it's a process that works. The more you train your mind, the more it will start to work for you. You'll begin to notice things that once seemed impossible suddenly becoming achievable. You'll realize that the obstacles you once thought were insurmountable are actually stepping stones to your success. You'll stop seeing failures as permanent defeats and start seeing them as valuable lessons. Your mindset will become your greatest ally. It will no longer hold you back. It will push you forward, and when that happens, nothing in this world will be able to stop you. I want you to start today, right now. It's time to take control of your mindset. It's time to decide that you are going to think like a winner. You're going to choose positivity over negativity. You're going to choose action over hesitation. You're going to choose strength over weakness. The best part, you don't have to wait for anyone else to do it for you. This is your journey, and it starts with you. You are the one who has the power to shape your thoughts, to control your mindset, and to create the life you've always dreamed of. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need to wait for a sign. The sign is right here. It's in your heart, and it's in your mind. You already know you're capable of greatness. Now you just need to decide that you're going to show up and make it happen. Every single day. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to be consistent. Show up. Decide. Act. That's the key to winning. That's how you take control of your mindset and ultimately your life. So let's stop waiting. Let's stop doubting. Let's start winning. You've got this. It all starts with your mindset. Make that decision today, and you'll never look back. Chapter 3. Crush procrastination by taking immediate action on tasks. There's no secret to success. There's only one thing that truly separates the winners from everyone else, and it's something we all struggle with: procrastination. If you're truly serious about achieving your dreams, about moving your life forward, you've got to understand this simple truth. You can't afford to wait. You can't afford to put things off for tomorrow. If you do, you'll never get anywhere. Procrastination isn't just a bad habit, it's a silent killer of dreams. It doesn't just slow you down, it completely derails your success. Here's the deal: every time you delay, every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you're just making it harder for yourself. The longer you wait, the more difficult it becomes to start. The more you put things off, the bigger and more intimidating the task becomes in your mind. And let me tell you this right now, when it comes to taking action, it's never going to feel like the right time. If you're waiting for the stars to align, if you're waiting for the perfect moment, I'm here to tell you that moment never comes. The only time you have is right now. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you're stressed. I don't care if you're unsure of how it's all going to work out. The truth is, you don't need all the answers. You don't need everything to be perfect. You just need to take action, and you need to take it now. The longer you hesitate, the more opportunities you lose. The more you wait, the more time slips through your fingers. And there's nothing more precious than time. You can get back money. You can get back opportunities. You can't get back time. So if you're not taking action now, you're just throwing your future away. I get it. I really do. It's easy to get stuck in the trap of thinking about all the reasons why you can't do something. The fear of failure, the fear of looking foolish, the fear of what people will think. It's all normal. But here's the truth. Fear is just a feeling. It's not real. It doesn't have power over you unless you give it power. The moment you decide to move, the moment you take that first step, the fear starts to disappear. And you know what happens then? You gain momentum. Action breeds more action. The more you do, the more you want to do. But here's the catch. You have to start. You can't wait for motivation to strike. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. Some days you'll feel motivated, other days you won't. Some days you'll be on fire, and other days you'll want to hide under the covers and ignore everything. If you're waiting for that perfect moment of motivation, you're going to be waiting forever. That's why you have to make the decision now. You have to decide that you're going to show up, even on the days when you don't feel like it, even when the energy isn't there, even when the enthusiasm isn't there, you push through it anyway. The key to beating procrastination is not waiting for inspiration to hit. It's about developing a habit of action. It's about deciding that you're going to do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel in the moment. Because here's the thing, when you take action, even small action, you're building momentum, and momentum is powerful. It's a force that propels you forward, and the more you take action, the easier it gets to keep going. Think about it, when you take that first step, you feel better, you feel accomplished, you feel like you're doing something right. And that feeling of progress is addictive. The more you experience it, the more you want it. Every small step you take makes the next one easier. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. But the moment you decide to take action, you've already won half the battle. And here's the kicker. Every time you take action, even when you don't feel like it, you're teaching yourself a powerful lesson. You're teaching yourself that you can do hard things. You're teaching yourself that you're not defined by your feelings, and that you can rise above whatever excuses you tell yourself. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's always going to feel good, but I am saying it's worth it. Every time you push past procrastination, every time you choose to take action, instead of delaying, you get closer to your goals. You move closer to the person you want to become. And if you keep this up, you'll look back one day and realize that all those small actions added up to something huge. All those little moments when you could have procrastinated, but chose not to. They're the reason you succeeded. The reality is, we all face the temptation to procrastinate. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're working on, but the winners, the people who achieve their goals, they don't let procrastination hold them back. They take action. They do what needs to be done, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's hard. And the best part, you can do the same. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to start. You just have to take that first step. So the next time you feel that urge to procrastinate, the next time you hear that little voice telling you to put things off, remind yourself of this. If you don't act now, you're just making it harder for yourself later. Every moment you delay, every moment you waste, is a moment you'll never get back. Time is the one thing you can't control, and you can't afford to waste it. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. The only time that matters is the present moment. The more you act, the more you will get done. The more you push past procrastination, the more confident you will become in your ability to take on challenges. Action is the key to everything. And the sooner you start taking action, the sooner you'll start seeing results. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't put it off any longer. It's time to move. It's time to stop procrastinating and start winning. Chapter 4. Challenge your limits and push past your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the biggest enemy of your success. It's the place where you feel safe, where things are predictable, and where you don't have to take risks. But let me tell you something. If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to reach the highest level of success, you have to get comfortable with discomfort. Comfort will not get you where you want to go. If you're not pushing yourself past your limits, if you're not stepping into the unknown, then you are not growing. It's that simple. If you want to succeed, you have to challenge yourself. You have to do things that scare you, that make you uncomfortable, that force you to stretch in ways you never thought possible. Growth happens when you push yourself, when you go beyond what you thought you were capable of, and when you break free from the chains of your own limitations. It's not about being fearless, it's about being willing to face your fears and push through them. And that's what separates the winners from the rest of the world. So many people live their lives in a bubble, staying in the same routine, doing the same things day in and day out, avoiding anything that challenges them. They live in a world of comfort, and they wonder why nothing ever changes. They wonder why they feel stuck. They wonder why they're not achieving their dreams. The answer is simple. They haven't challenged themselves enough. They haven't pushed themselves past their comfort zone. Let me tell you something about comfort zones. They're like a prison. They keep you confined, and the longer you stay in them, the harder it becomes to break out. But the moment you take that first step into the unknown, the moment you do something that scares you, you start to break those chains. You start to break free. And when you break free from your comfort zone, you open up a world of possibilities. You realize that you are capable of so much more than you ever imagined. You realize that you have the strength, the courage, and the resilience to face anything that comes your way. But here's the thing, it's never going to be easy. It's never going to be smooth sailing. Pushing yourself past your limits is hard work. It's uncomfortable. It's challenging. It's going to test you in ways you never expected. But that's the beauty of it. That's where the magic happens. The harder the challenge, the bigger the reward. The more you push, the greater the sense of accomplishment. The more you challenge yourself, the more you grow. There's no growth in staying where it's comfortable. There's no success in staying in your bubble. If you want to achieve something great, you have to step into the discomfort. You have to make it a habit to challenge yourself every single day. It's not about doing something extreme every day. It's about consistently doing things that push you just a little bit further than yesterday. It's about choosing to take that leap even when you're scared. It's about doing the hard things, the uncomfortable things, the things that force you to grow. Imagine if you decided today to do one thing every day that challenges you. Just one thing that pushes you a little bit out of your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be huge. It could be something as simple as making that phone call you've been putting off, speaking up in that meeting, or learning a new skill that scares you. But over time, those small challenges will compound. And when you look back after a few months, you'll be amazed at how much you've grown, how much you've accomplished, and how far you've come. You'll be amazed at what you're capable of when you stop playing it safe. I know it's hard. Trust me. I know. The fear is real. The doubt is real. The resistance is real. But let me tell you this, everything you want is on the other side of that fear. Everything you want is on the other side of that discomfort. Every successful person you look up to has faced those same fears, those same doubts, those same moments of uncertainty. But they chose to push through it. They chose to face their fears head on, and that's what made all the difference. That's what made them successful. And you can do the same. You can choose to break through those barriers. You can choose to face the discomfort and use it as fuel to drive you forward. What if you decided that you were no longer going to be controlled by fear? What if you decided that every time fear showed up, you would use it as a signal to take action? Fear is not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Fear is your body's way of telling you that you're about to grow, that you're about to do something big. And when you embrace that fear, when you choose to face it head-on, that's when you'll see the biggest breakthroughs. The key to success is not in avoiding fear, it's in pushing through it. It's in doing the things that scare you the most. It's in going after what you want, even when it feels uncomfortable. And when you do this consistently, day after day, you'll start to see the results. You'll start to see the transformation. You'll start to see yourself becoming a stronger, more confident, more capable version of yourself. And once you get a taste of that, once you experience the power that comes from pushing past your limits, you'll never want to go back to living in comfort. I want you to imagine a future where you're constantly growing, where you're constantly challenging yourself, where you're constantly pushing past your limits. How would that feel? What would your life look like if you made the decision today to step into discomfort and face every challenge with courage and confidence? What would your life look like if you never shied away from a challenge again? The truth is, you'll never know until you start. You'll never know what you're truly capable of until you push past your limits and challenge yourself to grow. So stop waiting. Stop holding yourself back. Stop letting fear control you. Step into the discomfort. Push yourself past your limits. Challenge yourself every single day and watch how your life transforms. The person you are today is not the person you have to be tomorrow. You have the power to break through, to grow, and to become the person you were always meant to be. But it starts with you choosing to challenge yourself. It starts with you deciding to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. And once you make that decision, once you commit to pushing yourself every day, you'll be amazed at the life you can create. Chapter 5. Commit to daily improvement even when you feel tired. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to start thinking differently. Ordinary thinking won't get you extraordinary results. The way you see the world, the way you approach every single challenge, the way you wake up and think about your day, everything has to shift if you want to experience true success. It starts in your mind. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or for circumstances to align just right. You need to understand that your thoughts are the foundation of everything you're going to achieve. Success doesn't come from doing a few things right on occasion. It comes from consistently thinking and acting in ways that are aligned with your goals. Your mindset is everything. It's not just about wishing for success or hoping for things to change. It's about actively deciding, with conviction and determination, that you will do what it takes to get where you want to be. If you want to transform your life, you need to transform your thinking. You need to understand that it's not the world that needs to change, it's you. Look at the people who succeed at the highest level. They think differently. They have a mentality of abundance, not scarcity. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They think in terms of solutions, not problems. They don't focus on what they don't have. They focus on what they can create. They don't wait for things to happen. They make them happen. And that's the key. If you want to live an extraordinary life, you have to start thinking like someone who already has what they want. It's not about doing the right thing once. It's about doing the right thing every single day, over and over again. The power of your mindset is that it shapes your reality. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that success is a one-time event, a big break, or a stroke of luck. But let me tell you something, that's not how it works. Success is a series of small, intentional steps. It's the little decisions you make every day, the way you choose to approach each challenge, the way you keep going even when things get tough. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, it's about making the most of every moment. That's the mindset that separates the winners from the rest. If you're serious about transforming your life, about creating the success you desire, you have to stop waiting for the right time. The right time will never come. There will always be a reason to hold back, always an excuse to delay. But successful people don't let that stop them. They take action now, in the face of uncertainty. They do the work even when it's hard. And they keep pushing forward, one step at a time, no matter what. You need to develop that same mindset. You need to stop looking for shortcuts and start focusing on the long-term process. And here's something most people don't realize. Your thoughts are not just abstract concepts. They have real tangible power. What you think about, you bring about. Your mind is a magnet that attracts what you focus on. If you constantly think about your limitations, about what's holding you back, that's exactly what you'll keep attracting into your life. But if you shift your focus to what's possible, to the opportunities that exist all around you, your life will begin to change. The first step to creating the life you want is to stop focusing on what's wrong and start focusing on what's right. Stop thinking about what you don't have and start thinking about what you can create. Changing your mindset isn't easy. It's not something that happens overnight. But the first step is making the decision to change. You have to make the decision to stop thinking small and start thinking big. You have to commit to challenging yourself every day, to pushing yourself to think in new ways, to see the world differently. It's about training your brain to focus on possibilities instead of limitations, to see opportunities instead of obstacles. It's about developing the habit of thinking like someone who is already successful, and then acting on that thinking consistently. The power of your mindset can't be overstated. It's the difference between staying stuck where you are and moving forward toward the life you desire. When you change the way you think, you change the way you act, and when you change the way you act, you change the results you get. It's a simple formula, but it's incredibly powerful. Your mindset is the key that unlocks the door to your success. If you want to create lasting change, you need to change the way you think and then take action on that new way of thinking. But here's the thing, this won't be easy. It will take work. It will take discipline. It will take consistency. But the good news is that it's all within your control. You don't need anyone else to change. You don't need a perfect situation. You just need to start thinking differently. You need to decide that you are going to be the person who takes action, who thinks in terms of possibilities, who focuses on solutions, and who does whatever it takes to make their dreams a reality. And once you make that decision, once you commit to changing the way you think, you will start to see the world differently. You will start to see opportunities where there were none before. You will start to take action in ways you never thought possible. Success is not something that happens by accident. It's something that is created by your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way you think. You have to stop focusing on what's wrong and start focusing on what's right. You have to stop thinking small and start thinking big. You have to develop the mindset of someone who is already successful and then take consistent action toward your goals. When you do that, you will start to see your life transform in ways you never imagined. The power to change your life is already inside you. It's just a matter of unlocking it. And it all begins with your mindset. Every day is a new opportunity to start thinking differently. Every moment is a chance to take action toward your goals. The only thing standing between you and your success is your own mindset. So make the decision today to change the way you think. Make the decision today to start focusing on what's possible, and then take action, because when you do, everything will begin to change. Your life will begin to transform, and you will start creating the success you've always dreamed of. Chapter 6. Transform setbacks into opportunities by staying persistent. If you want to achieve something great, it's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment. You see, the perfect moment never comes. It's something we all create through the decisions we make every single day. Too many people spend their lives thinking that there's a magical moment that will change everything, a moment when everything aligns, and they can just jump into their dream life. But that moment, it's now. It's every moment you choose to take action, every moment you choose to push through discomfort, every moment you decide that you're going to do the work. It's not a singular event, it's a process. It's a commitment to daily growth, to constantly pushing yourself beyond what feels easy, beyond what feels comfortable. The world is filled with opportunities, but those opportunities won't wait for you to catch up. They don't slow down because you're waiting for the perfect moment to act. You don't need to have it all figured out. In fact, the best time to start is when you feel least prepared, because that's when growth happens. It's in those moments of uncertainty and discomfort that the real magic occurs. The people who achieve remarkable things aren't necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They're the ones who keep showing up when it's hard. They're the ones who decide that even when the odds are stacked against them, they're still going to take that first step, and then the next, and then the next, until they've built momentum. That's where success lives. It's in the consistent effort, the relentless pursuit of a goal, no matter how difficult the journey seems. Every time you hesitate, every time you put something off, you're not just delaying the work, you're delaying the success that comes from that work. Your success isn't going to find you, you have to find it. And the way you find it is by doing the things you know you need to do. You're the one who has to make the decision to rise above the noise, to cut through the distractions, and to show up in your own life every single day. It doesn't matter if the path isn't clear or if the journey seems overwhelming. What matters is that you take that first step and then keep taking steps until you've built the habits that will lead you to the life you've dreamed of. It's easy to look around and see everyone else achieving success, and it's easy to feel like they have something you don't. But what they have is the result of doing the work. They have the result of showing up every day, no matter how hard it was, no matter how many obstacles got in their way. And you can have the same. You can choose to make the decision to move forward, to decide that no matter what happens, you will keep going. That's where the magic happens, when you decide that failure isn't an option, and you start building the foundation for success, brick by brick, day by day. There are always going to be challenges, always going to be things that try to pull you back, things that make you question whether it's worth it. But success is for those who keep going even when it seems impossible. It's not for the people who wait for the perfect moment or for things to suddenly fall into place. It's for the people who get up every day, even when they don't feel like it, even when they doubt themselves, and take that one next step. The journey is never linear. It's filled with ups and downs, wins and losses, but if you stay in the game long enough, you will always come out the other side stronger. You've got to stop letting fear control you. Fear has one job: to keep you from achieving your potential. It tries to tell you that you're not good enough, that it's too hard, that you're better off staying where you are. But fear is a liar. Fear only wins when you give it power. The truth is, you are more capable than you know, more resilient than you've given yourself credit for, and you have everything inside of you to achieve what you want. But it starts with you. It starts with making the decision to face the fear, to keep moving even when it feels like your legs are shaking beneath you. Fear is normal. Everyone feels it, even the most successful people. But what separates the ones who succeed from the ones who don't is the ability to act in the face of fear, to take that first step, despite the uncertainty. When you're committed to something, when you're truly dedicated to achieving your goals, nothing can stop you. But that's where the real challenge lies. It's in staying committed when things get tough, when obstacles arise, and when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. But this is where you build resilience, where you build character, and where you build the strength to keep going when everyone else would quit. And this is how you build the life you want. It's not just about having a vision or a goal, it's about committing to it with everything you've got, no matter what. You have to stop looking for shortcuts. The truth is, there are no shortcuts to success. There's no magic formula, no secret path that leads directly to your dreams. The only way to get there is through hard work, through dedication, and through the discipline to keep going when things get hard. But that's where the growth happens, in the grind, in the process. It's not the destination that matters most, it's the person you become on the journey. The challenges you face, the obstacles you overcome, and the discipline you develop are what prepare you for the success that comes at the end. And when you look back, you'll realize that every step, every struggle, and every moment of doubt was worth it, because it brought you to where you are now. The path to success is a daily commitment to your goals, your vision, and your growth. It's about waking up every morning and deciding that no matter what, you're going to give it your all. It's about doing the work, even when no one is watching, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Because the truth is, success isn't always visible right away. It's easy to get discouraged when the results don't show up immediately. But what you can't see is the progress you're making behind the scenes. Every time you push through, every time you take action, you're getting closer to where you want to be. Success is a byproduct of consistency. It's about showing up, day in and day out, no matter how you feel. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of your goals and understanding that even on the days when it feels like nothing is going right, you're still making progress. Every single step you take brings you closer to the life you've dreamed of. And when you commit to this, when you stop waiting for the perfect moment, you'll start seeing the results of your dedication. Chapter 7. Develop unstoppable discipline by setting clear and focused goals. The truth is, the hardest part of achieving anything is showing up when the motivation isn't there. It's easy to feel excited and full of energy at the start, but the real test comes when the excitement fades, when life gets in the way, and when obstacles start to feel like mountains. This is where most people give up, where they allow their dreams to slip through their fingers, simply because they stop showing up. But if you can learn how to push through these moments, if you can learn how to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, then you'll unlock a power within yourself that most people never tap into. Because that's where the magic happens, in the moments when you're not feeling it, but you decide to keep going anyway. This is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's the simple, consistent act of showing up that builds momentum, that creates the life you want, and it's something you can cultivate no matter where you are starting from. We live in a world obsessed with quick fixes, with overnight success stories, with promises of shortcuts that will get us from point A to point B without much effort. But the reality is that success is built through repetition, through small actions taken day after day, no matter how insignificant they may seem. It's in the daily grind, the relentless pursuit of your goals, that success is forged. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is this: the ones who succeed are the ones who keep showing up. They push through the tough days, they keep putting in the work, and they understand that real success isn't about making huge leaps every day. It's about making incremental progress every day. It's about building habits that lead to success, no matter how small or how slow the progress feels in the moment. If you want to change your life, if you want to build the life you've always dreamed of, you need to be willing to put in the work, even when it feels like nothing is happening. The truth is, most of the work you do will go unseen by others. You won't get the recognition right away, you won't see immediate results, and that can be disheartening. But here's the thing, the results are coming. They're building beneath the surface, in the work you're doing when no one is watching, in the habits you're forming when no one is acknowledging your progress. The process of becoming better, of achieving your goals, is a slow one, but if you stay consistent, if you keep showing up, you will eventually see the results. It's the consistency, the commitment to your growth, that sets you apart. It's easy to get distracted by the success stories you see online, to think that everyone else has figured it out, and that you're the only one struggling. But that's a lie. Everyone who has achieved something great has had to fight through doubt, fear, and the temptation to quit. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that they don't quit. They understand that success is a process, not a destination, and they commit to showing up every day, no matter how they feel. They understand that their goals won't be achieved overnight, but they stay in the game long enough to see the payoff. And here's the truth: the moment you give up, the moment you stop showing up, is the moment your dreams die. But if you keep going, if you keep doing the work, then you're one step closer to your breakthrough. But let me be clear, this isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. If it were easy, everyone would do it. The road to success is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress, days when it seems like everything is falling apart. But those are the days that matter the most. Those are the days that separate the winners from the losers. The ones who make it through the hard times are the ones who succeed because they've learned how to push through adversity, how to keep going when everything feels like it's working against them. And those who quit, those who give up at the first sign of struggle, are the ones who never experience the magic of success. The success that comes from hard work, from showing up every day, from doing what you said you would do, even when it feels impossible. If you want to create a life that truly stands out, a life that you're proud of, then you need to make a commitment to your goals. You need to be willing to do what it takes, no matter how long it takes. You have to stop waiting for the right moment, because the right moment is always right now. Stop waiting for the stars to align, or for everything to fall perfectly into place, because the truth is, it never will. You need to stop making excuses, stop looking for reasons why you can't do it, and start making reasons why you can. The world doesn't owe you anything, and success isn't just going to come knocking on your door. You have to go out and get it. And that starts with showing up. Every day. Without fail. No matter what. The beautiful thing about showing up, though, is that it compounds. The more you show up, the more progress you make, and eventually you look up and realize you've come so much farther than you ever thought possible. It's like building muscle. You won't see a difference overnight, but over time, as you consistently work at it, the results start to become undeniable. And soon enough, you'll look back and wonder how you ever doubted yourself. You'll realize that all the times you wanted to quit, all the times you thought you couldn't go any further, were just stepping stones to the person you are becoming. And as you continue to show up, you continue to build that version of yourself, the one who is relentless, the one who is unstoppable. But this journey isn't just about getting to the end result. It's about who you become in the process. Every time you push through doubt, every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you're strengthening your character, you're building resilience, and you're proving to yourself that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. The person who starts out as someone who doubts their abilities, who struggles to get through the day, will eventually become someone who shows up, no matter what, who doesn't let obstacles get in their way, and who is unshaken by setbacks. You can't build that person overnight, but with consistency, with dedication, and with a commitment to showing up, you'll get there. The key to success is this: show up every day, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard, it's in those moments of struggle that your greatest growth happens. Every time you push through, you're building the life you've always dreamed of, one action at a time. Keep going, and success will come. Not in a flash, not in a moment, but through your persistent effort. And remember, the hardest part is always just getting started. Once you commit to showing up, everything else will fall into place. Chapter 8. Stop waiting for motivation and take consistent action now. You have within you a force so powerful that it can move mountains, break down walls, and defy every obstacle in your path. But here's the catch: that power won't just show up on its own. It's not something you can wait for, hope for, or pray for. It's something you have to awaken, something you need to cultivate every single day. The most successful people don't wake up with everything handed to them. They wake up with a commitment to their vision, a fire that refuses to burn out. They've learned how to fuel their own motivation, to push through the dark moments, and to stay focused when life tries to throw them off course. So, if you want to achieve what they have, you have to do what they do. Take full responsibility for your journey. Stop waiting for the perfect moment and step into your own power. You might be sitting there right now, wondering why it feels so hard to stay on track. Maybe you've started and stopped so many times that it feels like you're chasing your tail. And it's frustrating, isn't it? You set a goal, you get excited, and then somewhere along the way, life gets in the way. The momentum fades, and you're left wondering why you can't keep the same energy you had when you first started. But here's the truth: success is not about energy that bursts into flames and burns out. It's about a consistent, steady flame that keeps going, no matter the storm. And that's where you have the power to change everything. You have to learn how to keep the fire burning long after the excitement fades. And how do you do that? You do it through daily discipline, through showing up even when you don't feel like it, and by building momentum that carries you through the tough days. In those moments when you're tempted to give up, when the path ahead seems unclear, remember the people who succeed are the ones who push through those moments. They don't let fear, doubt, or uncertainty stop them. They use those emotions as fuel to keep going. Because they know that success isn't about a smooth journey, it's about the courage to keep going when the journey gets tough. Every obstacle, every setback, every disappointment is just part of the process. It's not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you're on the right path. You're being tested, shaped and refined into someone who is strong enough to handle the greatness that's waiting for you. If you're serious about your dreams, if you're truly committed to making them a reality, you have to stop relying on motivation as your only source of power. Motivation will come and go. It's like a wave that crashes and recedes. But discipline is the anchor that holds you steady when the wave retreats. You need to learn how to create discipline in your life, how to develop the kind of habits that push you forward even when your mind tells you to stop. This is where so many people fail. They think they can ride the wave of motivation, but when the wave crashes, they give up. What they don't realize is that motivation is not meant to carry you. You are meant to carry yourself. Discipline means getting up when you don't feel like it, showing up when it's hard, and doing the work even when there's no applause, no recognition, and no immediate reward. The most successful people are not the ones who feel motivated every single day. They are the ones who understand that success is built on the foundation of small actions taken consistently over time. It's in the little things, the habits you form, the steps you take, the mindset you cultivate, that success is made. And the beautiful thing is, it doesn't require perfection, it just requires you to show up every day. Even when you don't feel like it, even when it feels easier to quit. The biggest barrier that keeps people stuck is their own mindset. It's that voice in your head telling you that it's too hard, that you're not good enough, or that you'll never make it. But you have the power to change that narrative. The truth is, you are capable of more than you can even imagine, but you won't see it unless you choose to take consistent action. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it's up to you to decide how you use it. If you let fear and doubt control your thoughts, they'll control your actions. But if you choose to believe in your own ability, if you choose to take that first step even when you're scared, you'll unlock a power within you that will carry you forward, no matter what. One of the keys to breaking free from your limitations is to change your relationship with failure. Most people avoid failure at all costs. But successful people understand that failure is a necessary part of growth. It's not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, to get better, and to grow stronger. When you start seeing failure as a teacher instead of an enemy, you'll approach every setback with a sense of excitement, knowing that you're one step closer to where you want to be. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about using it to fuel your progress. You have to take full responsibility for your life and your results. The most powerful thing you can do is stop looking outside of yourself for the reasons why things aren't working out. Stop blaming circumstances, stop blaming other people, and stop blaming luck. Your life is in your hands. The choices you make today will determine the life you live tomorrow. Every action you take or fail to take is shaping your future. And here's the kicker. You can change it all. Right now. It's never too late to take control of your life, to change your habits, to shift your mindset, and to start moving toward the life you deserve. But it all starts with taking responsibility. No one is coming to save you. It's all up to you. The good news is that you're not alone in this journey. There are countless people who have walked the same path, who have faced the same struggles, and who have risen above them to achieve incredible things. And they did it by showing up, by taking consistent action, by pushing through the tough days, and by never giving up. They did it by making the choice to believe in themselves, to trust in the process, and to keep going no matter what. If they can do it, so can you. So here's the challenge: commit to showing up every day. No matter how you feel, no matter how difficult it gets, no matter how long it takes. Just keep showing up, keep taking the steps, keep building the habits, and keep working toward your goals. Because success doesn't happen overnight. It's a long game, but it's a game that you can win if you're willing to play by the rules. And the rules are simple: show up, take action, and never give up. If you can do that, you'll look back one day and realize that all the effort, all the sacrifices, all the hard days were worth it. And you'll be living the life you've always dreamed of. Chapter 9. Strengthen your resilience by overcoming every challenge you face. You've got everything it takes to achieve the life you dream of, but there's one critical thing standing between you and that success: your mindset. Most people don't realize this, but how you think determines what you do, and what you do determines what you get. If you're stuck, if you're frustrated with where you are, it's not because of some external factor or because you don't have what it takes. It's because you haven't fully harnessed the power of your own thoughts. Your mind is your greatest tool. It can either build you up or tear you down. It can either propel you toward greatness or keep you chained in mediocrity. The question is, are you going to use it to your advantage or let it hold you back? It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that success is something that happens by chance, that some people are just born with the right circumstances, the right opportunities, or the right talents. But that's a lie. The truth is, success isn't about luck. It's not about being born in the right place, having the right connections, or having everything handed to you on a silver platter. Success is about what you believe is possible for yourself and what you're willing to do to make it happen. If you want to achieve something great, it's not going to fall into your lap. You have to claim it every single day. And it all starts with changing the way you think about yourself and your potential. When you change your mindset, you change your life. That's not just a motivational statement, it's a fact. It's been proven time and time again by the most successful people on this planet. The ones who achieve greatness are the ones who believe they are worthy of it. They believe they can do it, even when the odds are stacked against them. They believe in their own abilities, in their vision, and in their commitment to make it happen. And because they believe, they take action. They don't sit around waiting for the perfect moment. They create the moment. They don't wait for things to change. They change themselves. They choose to step into the life they want, regardless of what's going on around them. But how do you change your mindset? How do you shift from a place of doubt, fear, and uncertainty to a place of unwavering confidence and belief in yourself? It starts with understanding one thing: your thoughts are not facts. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. And just because you've thought a certain way for years doesn't mean it has to stay that way. Your mind is a collection of beliefs, habits, and patterns that you've picked up over the course of your life. But just because you've had certain thoughts or beliefs in the past doesn't mean you're stuck with them forever. You have the power to rewrite your story. You have the power to change your thoughts, your beliefs, and ultimately your life. Start by paying attention to what you're telling yourself every single day. What are the thoughts that run through your mind? Are they thoughts of doubt, fear, and self-criticism? Or are they thoughts of possibility, confidence, and strength? If you want to change your life, you have to start by changing your thoughts. That's where everything begins. When you change the way you think about yourself and your potential, you change the way you act. And when you change the way you act, you change the results you get. You have to stop telling yourself the story that you can't do it. You have to stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, or that it's too late for you. That story is keeping you stuck. And it's not even true. The truth is, you are more than capable of achieving everything you want. But you have to start believing it. You have to start speaking it into existence. The words you speak shape the reality you live in. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, that you're too old, too young, or too anything, that's exactly what will show up in your life. But if you start telling yourself a different story, that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of greatness, that you are on the right path, then that's the reality you'll create. It's not enough to just say positive affirmations. It's not enough to just talk about how great you are. You have to believe it with every fiber of your being. You have to act as if you already are the person you want to become. You have to show up every day as if you've already achieved your goals. This doesn't mean pretending to be something you're not. It means trusting that you are capable of becoming exactly what you want. And the more you believe that, the more you'll start to see it reflected in your actions and your results. Another key to changing your mindset is surrounding yourself with the right people. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And it's true. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on how you think and feel about yourself. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt and criticism, it's going to be much harder to stay motivated and focused on your goals. But if you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, that will make all the difference. You need a support system of people who encourage you to keep going, even when things get tough. You need people who will remind you of your potential when you forget it yourself. And you need to be willing to let go of relationships that drain you, that hold you back, or that bring you down. One of the most powerful ways to shift your mindset is to embrace the idea of growth. Stop thinking of failure as something to be feared or avoided, and start thinking of it as a learning opportunity. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. Every time you make a mistake, you're learning and growing. Success isn't about getting everything right. It's about learning, adjusting, and improving along the way. It's about developing a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities and setbacks as lessons. When you adopt a growth mindset, you'll start to see every obstacle as a chance to improve and get better. You have the power to change your life right now. You don't need to wait for some magical moment or for everything to line up perfectly. All you need to do is take control of your mindset. Start believing in your own potential. Start acting as if you've already achieved your goals, and start surrounding yourself with the right people. Your mindset will determine your success. Change it, and everything else will follow. Success isn't a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. And the choice is yours. Are you ready to step into the life you deserve? Because it's waiting for you. Chapter 10. Build habits that support your dreams and future success. Right now, you have everything you need to make your dreams a reality. The only thing standing in your way is your own mindset. The power to change your life is within you, but it's up to you to unlock it. Success doesn't come to those who wait for the perfect moment or who hope for everything to fall into place. It comes to those who take action, who persist in the face of obstacles, and who refuse to settle for less than they deserve. The key to living the life you want isn't about waiting for some magical shift or external event. It's about taking control of your thoughts, your actions, and your decisions every single day. It's about committing to growth and transformation, no matter how challenging it may seem. Your journey to success begins with one powerful decision to believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or what circumstances you find yourself in. The only thing that matters is that you trust in your abilities, your vision, and your commitment to create a life that aligns with your deepest desires. When you start to believe in your own worth and capabilities, you will begin to see opportunities everywhere you look. When you stop doubting yourself and start acting as if you're already the person you aspire to be, you begin to align yourself with the success you've always dreamed of. It all starts with that belief, believing that you are capable of achieving greatness and that you are worthy of everything that comes with it. One of the biggest reasons people hold themselves back from success is the fear of failure. They're afraid of making mistakes, of looking foolish, of being judged. But here's the thing, failure isn't something to be afraid of. Failure is an essential part of the process. Every successful person has failed countless times. Every successful person has made mistakes, faced rejection, and encountered setbacks. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they handle failure. Successful people don't see failure as something to avoid. They see it as a lesson, as an opportunity to grow, adjust, and improve. When you stop fearing failure and start embracing it as part of the journey, you take away its power over you. You stop letting it control your actions and your mindset, and you allow yourself to fail forward, knowing that each failure is simply a stepping stone toward greater success. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of needing everything to be perfect before you take action. People wait for the right moment, for the perfect plan, for the ideal circumstances. But let me tell you this, the perfect moment doesn't exist. The perfect plan doesn't exist. Waiting for everything to be perfect is a form of procrastination, and it's holding you back from taking the steps that will change your life. The truth is, you have to start where you are, with what you have, and figure it out as you go. Action, even imperfect action, is what creates momentum. It's what moves you forward. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know exactly how things will play out. What you need is to start. Take that first step, no matter how small, and trust that the next step will reveal itself. The more you act, the clearer your path will become. But it's up to you to take that first step. Every day you spend waiting is a day lost. If you want to see change in your life, you need to make the decision to start right now. Don't wait for motivation to strike or for the stars to align. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings come and go. What you need is discipline. What you need is consistency. When you commit to showing up every single day, regardless of how you feel, you build a foundation of strength that will carry you through the tough times. You don't need to feel motivated to do the work. You just need to do the work. And the more you do it, the more motivation will follow. Consistency breeds success. Discipline breeds results. The secret to success isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing it consistently, day in and day out, no matter what. One of the most powerful things you can do for your mindset is to surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and support you. The people you spend your time with have a profound impact on your thoughts, your beliefs, and your energy. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and people who don't believe in themselves or their dreams, it will be much harder for you to stay motivated and focused. But if you surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who believe in your potential even when you don't, who cheer you on and hold you accountable, your chances of success increase exponentially. You become the average of the people you spend the most time with. Choose your circle wisely. Make sure that the people around you are the ones who will elevate you, not bring you down. Find mentors, friends, and peers who inspire you to keep going, even when the road gets tough. You don't have to do this alone. Your thoughts are the foundation of everything you do. They shape your actions, your decisions, and your outcomes. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. Every time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, a thought of doubt or fear, challenge it. Ask yourself if it's really true. Is it based on facts, or is it just a story you've been telling yourself? The more you challenge those negative beliefs, the less power they have over you. Start replacing those thoughts with empowering ones, thoughts that fuel your drive, your ambition, and your belief in your ability to achieve great things. The more you practice this, the stronger your mindset will become. The stronger your mindset becomes, the closer you get to living the life you've always dreamed of. In the end, the life you want is not going to be handed to you. It's not going to fall into your lap, but you already have everything you need to create it. You have the power to transform your life, starting today with the choices you make in this moment. The way you think, the way you act, the people you surround yourself with, it all matters. Your mindset is the key to everything you want to achieve. If you can shift your mindset, you can change your life. And the best part is, you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to start. You can start right now. Take control of your thoughts, take control of your actions, and watch as everything in your life begins to transform. Your future is waiting for you, but it's up to you to take that first step. Chapter 11. Face fear head-on and push through it every time. Your life is your masterpiece, and you are the artist holding the brush. Every stroke you make, every decision you take, is a part of the grand picture you are creating. This isn't about waiting for the right moment to make things happen. It's about realizing that now, right here, you have the power to shape your future. The power to build a life you love, to create something that aligns with your deepest desires, and to live a life that truly represents who you are meant to be. But here's the thing, the world is full of distractions, doubts and obstacles that will try to convince you that you're not good enough, that your dreams are too big, or that you should play it safe. It's time to stop listening to that noise and realize that you have what it takes to break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. Success doesn't just appear, it's not something that happens by chance. It's not about waiting for a miracle to strike. Success is built every single day, in the small decisions you make, in the way you show up, and in how committed you are to your personal growth. You don't need to have everything figured out right away, but what you need is consistency and a strong belief that you are on the right path. Every day you're either moving closer to your goals or you're moving further away from them. It's the choices you make in the little moments that determine where you'll be in the future. The most successful people don't just focus on the big milestones. They know that real transformation happens in the process, in those everyday moments where discipline and focus lead to greater outcomes. When you realize that everything you do today is shaping your tomorrow, it completely changes how you show up in life. To achieve your dreams, you need to stop being afraid of the hard work. You need to stop looking for shortcuts. The most rewarding successes in life are earned through dedication, sacrifice, and relentless effort. There's no magic formula. The secret is simply to keep going, even when things get tough. When you encounter obstacles, you don't stop. You find a way around them. You learn from them. You use them as fuel to keep moving forward. The process of overcoming challenges is what strengthens your character and hones your abilities. The truth is, every time you face something difficult, you have an opportunity to grow. Those challenges aren't there to defeat you. They're there to prepare you for the next level. Each hurdle is a lesson in disguise, a lesson that, if you're willing to learn, will bring you closer to the person you need to become in order to reach your goals. There will always be moments when you feel like giving up, moments when the road seems too hard, too long, too uncertain. But that's the moment you need to dig deeper and push harder. There's a saying, it's always darkest before the dawn, and in your own life that's where growth happens. It's easy to keep going when everything is smooth, but it's the tough moments that test your resolve and define who you are. If you can stay focused, if you can keep showing up, even when it feels impossible, you will find that your resilience is built. Each time you push through a tough time, you strengthen your belief in your own capabilities. You start to see yourself not as someone who is easily defeated, but as someone who is relentless in the pursuit of their goals. And when you adopt this mindset, nothing can stop you. A critical part of your journey is the ability to stay focused on your vision, even when distractions arise. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of life, to be pulled in 1,000 different directions, and to lose sight of what really matters. But real success is about maintaining clarity in the face of distractions. It's about knowing what you want, why you want it, and being willing to commit to the process, no matter how difficult it may seem. The world is full of people who start and stop, who get excited for a moment and then fall off track. But the ones who truly succeed are the ones who stay focused on their vision day after day and refuse to let anything take them off course. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter and staying committed to what you truly want without getting sidetracked by temporary obstacles or distractions. When you stay laser-focused on your goals, you align every action you take with the vision of who you're becoming and where you're headed. You must also understand that success doesn't happen overnight. There is no instant gratification in the process of growth. There's no shortcut to the top, no way to rush the process. What you're doing today may not give you instant results, but it will set the foundation for the future you're building. The journey may feel long at times, but every step you take brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. Patience is key. Don't expect to see huge results immediately. Understand that the progress you're making might not always be visible in the moment, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Every day you're learning, every day you're improving, every day you're moving closer to your goals. The most successful people are those who are willing to put in the work for the long haul, who trust the process, and who are committed to their vision no matter how long it takes to achieve it. So be patient with yourself and trust that your efforts are creating momentum toward the life you want to live. Along the way there will be moments of doubt, moments when you question whether you're on the right path. But don't let those doubts stop you. You have to trust in the process, trust in your vision, and trust in your ability to overcome whatever challenges come your way. Doubt is normal. It's a part of the human experience, but the key is to not let doubt control your actions. The key is to push through it, to keep moving forward even when you don't have all the answers, even when the road feels uncertain. You are stronger than your doubts. You are more capable than your fears. And when you keep pushing forward despite those doubts, you build a sense of confidence and inner strength that no one can take away from you. Remember, your success doesn't depend on what others think of you or the circumstances you find yourself in. It's all about what you believe and what you choose to do. You can achieve anything if you believe in yourself and take the necessary steps to make it happen. So keep showing up, keep working, and keep pushing forward, because your future is waiting for you. It's not about perfection. It's about persistence, resilience, and the belief that you are capable of achieving everything you set your mind to. Keep going, and don't let anything stand in your way. Chapter 12. Hold yourself accountable and achieve more than you imagined. You have a choice right now, right this very moment, to shift the trajectory of your life, and that's the power you hold. No one can take this away from you. You're the one in control of your future, the one who decides how much you're willing to push, how far you're willing to go, and how high you're willing to soar. It doesn't matter where you've come from or what you've been through. The only thing that matters is where you're going, and that's entirely up to you. You're not bound by the past, nor are you limited by the present. You have the ability to rewrite the story of your life and create a future that excites and challenges you. Imagine this for a second. The person you want to become, the life you want to build, is already within you. All the strength, all the potential, all the wisdom you need is already there. What's stopping you from reaching that version of yourself is not a lack of ability, but the habits, mindsets, and beliefs that hold you back. It's easy to blame external factors, circumstances, other people, the economy, but the truth is that you hold the key to your own success. The most powerful force you can harness in your life is your mindset. If you believe that success is out of reach, it will be. If you believe that you're not good enough, then you'll keep proving that to yourself. But the moment you shift your mindset, everything changes. When you believe in yourself and trust that you can achieve anything you set your mind to, the universe starts to align with your intentions. There's no magic pill to success. There's no shortcut that will get you from where you are to where you want to be without hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. But here's the thing, the process, the journey, is where the magic happens. It's easy to think of success as a destination, a place where you finally arrive and everything falls into place. But the truth is, success is the way you show up every day, the small, seemingly insignificant actions that lead to massive results. It's about committing to the process, staying consistent, and trusting that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. Success isn't about reaching the top of the mountain in one giant leap. It's about taking step after step, and each of those steps compounds over time to create something extraordinary. The one thing that separates those who succeed from those who don't is their ability to keep going when things get tough. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt, moments when it felt like giving up was the easier option. But what separates the winners from the losers is their resilience, their refusal to quit in the face of adversity. When things get difficult, when life throws curveballs your way, that's when your true character is revealed. It's not in the good times that you prove who you are, it's in the tough times that you show up and keep moving forward. This is where growth happens, this is where transformation occurs. The ability to push through challenges, to continue moving even when it feels impossible, is what will ultimately define your success. One of the hardest parts of the journey is staying consistent. It's easy to get motivated when you're starting something new, but the real challenge comes when the excitement fades and you're left with the daily grind. This is where most people give up. They start off strong, but when the results don't come as quickly as they want, they lose steam and quit. But consistency is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Success is not about being perfect, it's about showing up, day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when you're tired, even when you're discouraged, and trusting that the results will come with time. Every day that you show up and give your best effort, you're building momentum, and momentum is powerful. Once it's in your favor, it's almost unstoppable. The thing that holds most people back from achieving their dreams is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But here's the truth, fear is just a feeling. It's not real, it's something you create in your mind, and it only has power over you if you let it. Fear will always be there. It will try to paralyze you, make you second-guess yourself, and keep you from taking action. But the most successful people in the world are not those who never feel fear. They're the ones who feel the fear and do it anyway. The key is to stop letting fear control your actions. Acknowledge it, but don't let it stop you. Every time you take action in spite of fear, you weaken its grip on you and increase your confidence. The more you face your fears, the less power they have over you. Another powerful force that will propel you toward your goals is belief. You have to believe in yourself, in your abilities, and in your potential. Without belief, you won't take the necessary actions to move forward. Your belief is what fuels your determination. It's what pushes you to keep going even when the odds are against you. But belief isn't something that just magically appears. It's something you build over time through your actions. The more you show up and do the work, the more you build trust in yourself. The more you see results, the stronger your belief becomes. But if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never take the necessary steps to make your dreams a reality. The foundation of success is belief, and without it, you're setting yourself up for failure before you even start. You also have to be willing to sacrifice. Nothing worth having comes easy. Success requires sacrifice, whether it's time, energy, or comfort. You have to be willing to give up some things in order to get what you want. That might mean sacrificing your free time to work on your goals, sacrificing your comfort zone to take risks, or sacrificing the instant gratification of today for the long-term rewards of tomorrow. The path to success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Every sacrifice you make today is an investment in your future. When you're willing to give up the things that don't serve your goals, you create space for the things that will. It's the small sacrifices that add up over time and create the life you've always dreamed of. Success is a journey, not a destination. It's not about getting to the top and then resting on your laurels. It's about the growth, the progress, and the person you become along the way. You'll face setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt, but those are the moments that build your character and shape your future. The key is to keep going, to stay consistent, to believe in yourself, and to embrace the challenges as opportunities for growth. When you commit to the process, trust the journey, and never give up, you will create a life that is beyond anything you ever imagined. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Keep showing up, keep working, and keep believing in your potential, because you have everything it takes to achieve greatness. Chapter 13. Prioritize growth over comfort by embracing daily challenges. Every single day you wake up, you're given an opportunity to start fresh, to take another step toward your dreams, to mold your future with the choices you make. You might not see it right away, but every action, no matter how small, is moving you closer to where you want to be. The truth is that your life, your success, is built not on grand gestures or massive moments of triumph, but on the tiny, seemingly insignificant decisions you make every day. Those are the moments that matter the most. The moments when you decide to push a little harder, to go a little further, and to become just a bit better than you were yesterday. It's easy to overlook these moments, to think they don't count, but let me tell you, they do, they matter. They all add up, and over time, they create a life that's bigger than you ever imagined. There's something powerful about this idea. The fact that you don't need to wait for some big, magical moment to get started, that you don't need to be perfect to begin moving toward the life you want. You already have what it takes. It's not about waiting for the right time or the perfect conditions. It's about deciding to take action, no matter the circumstances. Every single step you take, even if it feels small or insignificant, is bringing you closer to your goals. You just have to trust the process. You have to believe that these small actions, these daily habits, will compound over time and get you exactly where you want to go. So, what's stopping you? What's holding you back from taking those steps, from doing what you know deep down you're capable of? We all have fears. We all have doubts. It's part of being human. But here's the secret. The most successful people in the world don't let fear stop them. They feel the fear, they acknowledge it, and they keep going anyway. Fear is something that everyone deals with, but it doesn't have to control you. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is how they respond to fear. While most people allow it to paralyze them, the successful few push through it. They face their fear head-on, and they take action anyway. This is where the magic happens. Fear is not the enemy, it's the indicator that you're on the right path. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. Every time you take action in spite of fear, you're building your confidence and proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. This doesn't mean that you won't face challenges along the way. Far from it. In fact, the path to success is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of frustration. But here's the thing, these challenges aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones, they're opportunities for growth. They're the very things that will shape you into the person you need to become in order to achieve your goals. When you hit a roadblock, you don't give up, you don't throw in the towel and walk away. Instead, you find a way around it. You figure out how to push through it. You turn it into a lesson that propels you forward. The greatest achievers in the world aren't those who never face difficulties. They're the ones who keep moving forward, no matter how hard it gets. Every time you overcome a challenge, you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. And over time, these experiences build the foundation for your success. Now, let's talk about consistency. If there's one thing that guarantees success, it's consistency. It's not about being perfect, it's not about having the best plan, and it's definitely not about getting everything right from the start. It's about showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter what obstacles are in your way, and doing the work. Day in, day out. Success is the result of thousands of small, consistent actions taken over time. And the beauty of consistency is that it builds momentum. Once you get started and keep moving, you'll start to notice that things begin to fall into place. The work gets easier. The results start showing up. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. The small things add up. They always do. But here's the real kicker. Consistency isn't just about doing the work. It's about showing up for yourself. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. The truth is, you're never going to feel 100% motivated all the time. That's a myth. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline, commitment, and the decision to keep going despite how you feel, that's what separates the winners from the losers. Motivation might get you started, but it's consistency and perseverance that will carry you to the finish line. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this: your mindset. Your ability to push through the fear, the doubt, the setbacks, and the failures. Your ability to stay consistent, even when it's hard, and to keep your eyes on the prize, no matter how far away it seems. Your mindset is the foundation upon which everything else is built. If you believe that you're capable of achieving greatness, you will. If you believe that you're destined for success, you will make it happen. But if you believe that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that success is for other people but not for you, then that's exactly what you'll get. Your mindset shapes your reality. It determines the actions you take and the results you get. The most important thing you can do for your future is to cultivate a mindset of success, to believe in your potential, and to trust that everything you want is already within reach. So stop waiting. Stop thinking that you need to be more, do more, or have more before you can take the next step. The time to act is now. The moment you decide to commit to your goals, to push through the fear, to embrace the challenges, and to stay consistent no matter what, that's the moment your life begins to change. The person you're meant to be is already inside you. You just have to decide to let them out. You have to take action, trust the process, and believe in yourself. And when you do, you will realize that nothing is impossible. You will have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. It's all within your reach. The choice is yours. The time is now. Chapter 14. Never settle for less than your fullest potential. Right now, you're standing at the edge of greatness. Every single action you take from this moment forward will either propel you closer to the life you desire or push you further away from it. It's all in your hands. The world doesn't owe you anything, but it's full of opportunities waiting for you to claim them. You're not here by accident. You have the power to change everything if you choose to. The only thing that's holding you back is the story you've been telling yourself about what you can and can't do. That story is keeping you stuck, keeping you from stepping into your full potential, and it's time to rewrite it. You see, every successful person has faced the same fears, doubts, and struggles that you face right now. They've had moments of uncertainty, moments when they thought they weren't good enough, moments when the obstacles seemed insurmountable. But they pushed through. They didn't let the struggles define them. They let them shape them. They used every hardship, every failure, every setback as fuel to drive them forward. And now they stand where they do, not because they were special, but because they made the decision to never stop moving forward. They made the choice to push past the discomfort, to break through the barriers, and to keep their eyes on the prize, no matter how far away it seemed. You are no different. You have the same ability to rise, to push through, and to achieve everything you've ever wanted. The only thing you need to do is take that first step. The hardest part is always the beginning, but once you start moving, once you take that first action, everything begins to fall into place. You'll be surprised at how much momentum you build, how quickly things begin to align in your favor. It's not magic, it's the power of decision and action. When you decide that you're going to push forward, no matter what, the world begins to work with you. The people you need, the resources you need, they all start showing up when you take that first step. But none of that happens if you're sitting around waiting for something to change or for the perfect moment to appear. The perfect moment is right now. It's right here in front of you, waiting for you to take action. It's time to stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning whether or not you're good enough. You are more than enough. You are capable of achieving incredible things. The only thing that's been holding you back is your own fear, and fear has no place in your life anymore. It's time to stop being afraid of failure. Failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every failure is a lesson. Every time you fall down, you learn something new, and those lessons, those experiences, are what make you stronger. They're what make you unstoppable. The more you fail, the more you grow. The more you fail, the closer you get to success. So don't be afraid to take risks, to make mistakes, and to fail. Embrace every challenge, because on the other side of that challenge is growth, and on the other side of growth is success. You're not going to wake up one day and suddenly have everything figured out. You're not going to wake up one day and feel completely ready to take on the world. It doesn't work like that. What works is showing up every day, doing the work, putting in the effort, even when you don't feel like it. even when it seems too hard, even when the doubt starts creeping in. Because the moment you decide to keep going, even when it's hard, that's the moment you start building your future. That's the moment you start creating a life that's worth living. It's the small actions, the consistent effort, the daily discipline that adds up to big results. You may not see it now, but everything you're doing right now is building your future. Every choice, every action is shaping the person you're becoming. And if you keep showing up, if you keep pushing forward, you'll eventually look back and realize how far you've come. You'll realize that all the hard work, all the struggle was worth it. There's no secret to success, no magic formula. It's simple. It's about showing up. It's about doing the work, even when it's tough. It's about trusting yourself and trusting the process. It's about knowing that you have what it takes to succeed and never doubting that for a second. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about refusing to give up, no matter how many times you get knocked down. It's about picking yourself back up every single time, learning from your mistakes, and moving forward with more determination than before. If you keep going, if you keep pushing, you'll eventually get there. You will, but it's up to you to make the choice. The world won't change until you do. Your life won't change until you do. You have to take that first step. You have to decide that you're not going to wait any longer. The time is now. Don't let fear control your life anymore. Don't let doubt stop you from taking action. Don't let the opinions of others keep you from chasing your dreams. This is your life. This is your journey, and it's yours to create. You don't need permission from anyone else. You don't need validation from anyone else. You need to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and take action. That's the only thing that matters. You already have everything you need to succeed. You already have the strength, the drive, and the ability to achieve whatever you want. All you have to do is decide that you're going to make it happen. The world is waiting for you to step up. The world is waiting for you to show up as the person you're meant to be. And that person is powerful. That person is unstoppable. That person is you. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop letting fear control you. It's time to stop waiting for permission. The time to act is now. You have everything you need inside you to create the life you've always wanted. All that's left is to take the first step. And once you do, you'll realize that the world is yours for the taking. It's time to claim your future. It's time to step into your greatness. It's time to make it happen. The power is in your hands. Now go and take action. Chapter 15. Make powerful decisions that move you toward your goals. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads, and your life could change forever. The choices you make in this moment will determine the direction you move in. You can either stay where you are, continue to play small, and let life pass you by, or you can decide to take control and create a life that you're proud of. That decision is yours. It's never been more clear than it is right now. The difference between where you are today and where you want to be lies in one simple choice: the decision to take action. You might feel like you're stuck, like you've been chasing something for so long and nothing seems to be happening. I get it. The frustration, the doubt, the feeling like you're putting in all this effort and it's not paying off. But let me tell you something, that feeling of being stuck, that's not the end. That's the moment right before breakthrough. Every single successful person has been there. They've hit those walls, felt those frustrations, and wondered if it was worth it. And yet they kept going. They chose to push through when it would have been easier to quit. That's what sets them apart. And that's exactly what will set you apart too. You have it in you to break through. You have the strength, the mindset, and the power to make it happen. But you have to choose it. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've been through. What matters is where you're going. And to get there you have to keep moving forward. No matter what. The road won't always be smooth. There will be bumps, there will be detours, and yes, there will be setbacks. But there's something magical about keeping your eyes on the prize and refusing to let anything or anyone take you off track. It's all about perspective. When you face obstacles, when you encounter challenges, don't see them as barriers, see them as opportunities for growth. Every setback is just a lesson in disguise. Every struggle is just another chance for you to get better, to become stronger, and to grow into the person you need to be, to achieve your goals. Those challenges are the very things that will prepare you for success. Without them, you wouldn't be ready for everything that's waiting for you on the other side. The thing that most people don't realize is that success is not about what you achieve. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the mindset you develop, the habits you create, and the resilience you build. The person you are today is not the person you need to be tomorrow. You have to constantly evolve, constantly grow, and constantly push yourself to be better than you were yesterday. It's the small, consistent actions that make the biggest difference. Success isn't about one big moment. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't see the immediate results. Because the results will come, they always do. But they only come when you've done the work. And the work isn't always glamorous. It's the quiet moments, the times when no one is watching, when you push through the discomfort, when you show up even when you don't feel like it. That's where the magic happens. You've got to stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Stop waiting for the stars to align. The truth is, they never will. There's never going to be a perfect time to take action. There's never going to be a moment when you feel 100% ready. So what are you waiting for? Why are you holding yourself back? The world is out there waiting for you to show up. Your goals are waiting for you to take action. But the only way to get there is by stepping out of your comfort zone and starting now. You have to trust that even though you don't know all the answers, even though the path may not be clear, you have what it takes to figure it out along the way. And if you keep moving, if you keep pushing forward, you will get there. Success doesn't belong to the people who wait for everything to be perfect. It belongs to the people who take action, no matter how uncertain the journey is. You are capable of more than you think. And when you start pushing yourself, when you start believing in your own power, that's when everything changes. You'll start seeing the world in a new way. You'll begin to notice opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll start attracting the people and the resources you need to make your dreams a reality. But none of that happens until you take the first step. So stop waiting. Stop holding back. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to take action. And once you make that decision, once you start moving, there's nothing that can stop you. Not your fear, not your doubt, not the voices in your head telling you that you can't do it. Because you can. You will. But only if you decide to take the first step. Right now, your future is waiting for you. Every choice you make today will determine what tomorrow looks like. If you keep making excuses, if you keep telling yourself that you're not ready or that it's too hard, you'll stay exactly where you are. But if you decide to take action, if you decide that you're done waiting, done doubting, done playing small, that's when everything changes. That's when you step into your power and start creating the life you deserve. You've got one life, one chance to make it count. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to let fear hold you back, or are you going to step into the life you've always dreamed of? The choice is yours. The time is now. Take action, and don't stop until you've created the life you've always wanted. Because you can. You will. It's just a matter of making the decision to take the first step. And once you do, there's no going back. Chapter 16. Focus on progress, not perfection, to keep moving forward. You have a vision inside of you, a dream that's waiting to be realized, but it's not going to come to life by simply wishing for it or hoping things will fall into place. You have to make it happen. The secret to success isn't about having everything figured out. It's not about being perfect, and it's certainly not about waiting for the right moment. The secret is in taking action. The key to everything you've ever wanted is right at your fingertips, but it's only going to work if you decide to move. I know what it's like to feel overwhelmed, to look at your goals and wonder if they're even possible. I know what it's like to doubt yourself and wonder whether you have what it takes. But here's the truth. Everyone who has ever achieved anything worth having has felt exactly the same way at some point. They've doubted their abilities, they've questioned whether they're on the right path, and they've wanted to quit. But they didn't. They kept going. And that's the difference. They made the choice to take action in the face of uncertainty. They didn't wait for things to be perfect. They started anyway. Imagine what your life could be like if you made the choice to stop waiting. Think about how your world would change if you simply decided that today, right now, is the day to begin. You don't need to have every step mapped out. You don't need to know exactly how everything will unfold. All you need is the courage to start. And when you do, you'll realize that the journey will teach you everything you need to know. Every step will bring new lessons, new opportunities, and new strengths you didn't even know you had. You've got to start seeing action as the key to your growth, not something that only happens when everything is lined up perfectly. The road to success is paved with uncertainty, with mistakes, with failures. But those failures aren't there to stop you. They're there to teach you. They're there to help you grow. Every mistake you make, every setback you experience, is one step closer to your dream. It's all part of the process. And when you start to embrace that, when you start to realize that failure is not the enemy, but your greatest teacher, you'll start to move differently. You won't be afraid of taking risks anymore. You'll stop waiting for the perfect time and start making the most of the time you have now. So many people sit on the sidelines, watching others live the life they've dreamed of, and wonder what makes them different, what makes them successful. The answer is simple. They took action. They made the decision to go after their dreams, even when the odds were stacked against them. They kept showing up, even when they didn't feel like it. And that's the choice you need to make. Are you going to sit there wondering what could be, or are you going to take action and create the life you've always wanted? Think about it. Your dreams are not out of reach. They're not for other people. They're not for some lucky few. They're for you, and they're waiting for you to take the first step. The only thing that stands between you and your dreams is action. It's as simple as that. You can sit there and think about it, or you can get up, take action, and start making things happen. But the choice is yours. No one else can do it for you. No one else can make the decision for you. You are the only one who can decide whether you're going to take action today, or whether you're going to wait until tomorrow, next week, next year. The longer you wait, the further away your dreams get. The truth is, The only thing standing between you and your dream life is the action you choose to take. Every day that you wait is another day you could have spent moving closer to your goals. Every day you wait is another day you could have used to make progress. So why wait? What are you waiting for? What's holding you back? It's time to stop making excuses, stop doubting yourself, and start taking action. You don't have to know everything right now. You don't have to have all the answers. All you need is the courage to start. And once you start, you'll learn everything you need to know along the way. You might not be where you want to be yet, and that's okay. But the important thing is that you're moving forward. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. And every step you take gets you closer to the person you're meant to be, the life you're meant to live. The only way to make your dreams a reality is to take action. So stop overthinking it. Stop letting fear hold you back. The time to act is now. Start moving in the direction of your dreams, and don't stop until you get there. Don't worry about what others are doing. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Your journey is your own, and it's going to look different from everyone else's. But that doesn't mean it's not valuable. Your dreams matter, and they're worth fighting for. The moment you decide to take action, you'll realize that the only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. You don't need anyone's permission to start. You don't need anyone to believe in you except yourself. And once you believe in yourself and take that first step, everything will start to fall into place. The road ahead won't always be easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. But don't let that scare you. Let it excite you. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to get one step closer to your dream. When you choose to take action, you choose to embrace the unknown. And that's where the magic happens. That's where real growth occurs. So make the decision today. Take that first step. Even if it's small, even if you're not sure where it will lead, just start. And keep going. Don't stop. Don't let anything or anyone stop you. The life you want is waiting for you, and it's only a matter of time before you get there. But you have to make the choice to take action. It's all in your hands, and once you make that choice, nothing can stop you. Chapter 17. Cultivate a winning mindset and become your own inspiration. You hold in your hands the power to shape your life, but only if you're willing to make the decision to step forward. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right opportunity to come knocking. It's about understanding that the only moment you truly have is right now. Every second that you hesitate, every minute that you spend wondering if you're good enough, is time you could have spent moving toward the life you want. Your future is created by what you do in this moment. And if you don't take action, if you don't believe in yourself enough to take the next step, then that future will pass you by. The world is full of people who talk about their dreams, their goals, their ambitions, but very few of them are willing to do what it takes to make them a reality. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that one group makes the decision to take action, no matter the fear or the uncertainty, and the other group lets those same feelings hold them back. It's so easy to sit on the sidelines, to look at others and think, why not me? The truth is, it's not about luck. It's not about being born with some special gift. It's about taking the chance when it's handed to you and committing to the process, no matter how difficult or how long it takes. You have no idea just how powerful you are when you put your mind to something. Think about it for a moment. Every single thing you've accomplished so far in your life is a result of your determination. You didn't get to where you are by waiting for life to hand you everything you wanted. You got here because you made decisions, because you took action, because you kept moving forward even when it felt impossible. And now it's time to go to the next level. You're capable of far more than you realize, and if you truly understood just how limitless you are, you'd never hold yourself back again. But here's the kicker. You won't get there by standing still. You have to keep moving, even when you don't have the answers. Even when things aren't clear. The magic happens when you stop waiting for the stars to align and start taking the steps to make it happen yourself. Every time you move forward, even if it's just a little bit, you're sending a message to the universe that you're serious, and the universe will respond. But it will only respond if you act first. Now, I know that sometimes it feels like you're pushing against a wall, like you're running into roadblocks and obstacles at every turn. It's easy to feel discouraged, to wonder if it's worth it. But let me tell you something. The wall you're hitting is not there to stop you. It's there to show you how badly you want this. Every obstacle is an opportunity to show up, to prove to yourself that you are stronger than anything life throws at you. The people who succeed are the ones who keep showing up when it feels like nothing is going their way. They're the ones who keep going when the path isn't clear, when they don't have all the answers. They understand that the process is messy, that the journey will have ups and downs, but they also understand that they cannot fail unless they stop. You see, the only real failure is quitting. It's not about how many times you stumble or fall. It's about the decision you make when you get back up. Will you let the setbacks define you, or will you choose to keep pushing forward? Your ability to succeed is determined by your willingness to continue, not by your ability to avoid failure. So stop trying to avoid the hard times. Embrace them. They are your greatest teachers. They are the moments when your character is built. They are the times when you learn who you really are. And when you come out the other side, you'll be stronger, more resilient, and closer than ever to achieving your dreams. What separates those who succeed from those who give up is the ability to persevere. It's the ability to get back up, brush yourself off, and keep going. Even when the odds are against you. Even when everything in you tells you to stop, you must push through that resistance, because on the other side is everything you've been working for. You will have days where you doubt yourself, where it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, but that's when you need to remind yourself of why you started in the first place. You didn't start this journey to quit. You started because you had a vision for your life. And that vision is worth fighting for. Every time you feel like giving up, remind yourself that you're not just fighting for your dreams, you're fighting for the person you are becoming in the process. You're becoming someone who is stronger, smarter, more resilient, and more capable than ever before. And every time you take a step forward, even when it's hard, you're shaping the future version of yourself. That person who has the success, the happiness, the life you've always dreamed of. They exist right now, within you. But they can only emerge when you decide to act. When you decide that no matter what happens, you're going to keep moving forward. It's not enough to have big dreams. It's not enough to wish and hope that things will get better. You have to put in the work. You have to show up every single day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, and keep moving forward. You won't always feel motivated. You won't always feel like doing the hard work. But it's in those moments, when you push through despite your feelings, that real growth happens. Success is not built on motivation. It's built on discipline, consistency, and the decision to keep going, even when you'd rather stop. Think about it. Every person you admire, Every person you look up to has faced challenges. They've had days where they felt like giving up. But what sets them apart is that they didn't quit. They kept moving forward, step by step, even when the road ahead seemed impossible. And that's what you need to do. Take the next step. No matter how small, no matter how uncertain you are. The moment you stop waiting for everything to fall into place, the moment you take action, is the moment that everything begins to change. The time to act is now. There is no more waiting. Your future is right in front of you, waiting to be shaped by your actions. So stop thinking about what could be, and start making it happen. It's time to stop waiting for life to give you what you want. It's time to go out and take it. You've got everything you need within you to succeed. Now it's time to put it into action. Chapter 18. Take responsibility for your life and own your future. You're not here by accident. You're not watching this because you just stumbled across it on your feed. No, there's a reason you're here right now. Deep down, you know that there is something more to your life, something greater you are meant to achieve, and it's all waiting for you to take that first step. There's power in knowing that the next move you make could change everything. You hold the key to your future, and today, this moment, is the perfect time to unlock it. You've been holding on to something, an idea, a vision, a dream, and now it's time to release it. To stop waiting for the right time, because guess what? The right time is right now. You are ready. And if you truly understood just how powerful you are, you wouldn't hesitate for a second. You might be thinking that you've waited too long, that it's too late for you to start fresh, to go after what you really want. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign, or for the conditions to be perfect before you take action. But let me tell you this, the only perfect time is the one you make for yourself. The moment you stop waiting for life to hand you the keys, you start taking control. It doesn't matter how old you are, what your past looks like, or how many setbacks you've faced. What matters is the decision you make right now to step forward into the life you deserve. You have something inside you that the world needs to see. There's a part of you that has been waiting to break free, a part that's been held back by fear, doubt, and uncertainty. But now, you can choose to release it. You can choose to stop letting the fears and doubts dictate your life. You have a vision of something greater, and today, you can start making that vision a reality. It doesn't matter if you don't have everything figured out. What matters is that you begin. It's not about knowing all the answers right away. It's about taking that first step, even when the path is unclear, and letting everything else unfold from there. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the right circumstances to act. They wait for their environment to align perfectly before they take action. But guess what? Life doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't stop and wait for you to feel ready. If you want something, you need to take action now. You don't need to know everything at once. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. The journey will reveal itself as you go, but the key is to begin. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What if I fail? What if things don't work out? And the answer is simple. Failure is not the end. It's a lesson. It's a stepping stone. You won't learn anything by staying safe. You won't grow by avoiding the things that scare you. You grow when you push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You grow when you dare to fail, because each failure is just another opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to move forward with even more wisdom than before. You see, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it, learning from it, and continuing to move forward. You've already been through challenges in your life, and guess what? You made it through. You're still standing. That alone is proof of your strength. Every obstacle you've faced, every setback, has brought you closer to the person you're meant to become. So don't let fear stop you. Don't let the fear of failing hold you back from stepping into the life you've always dreamed of. There's so much power in knowing that you have already overcome so much. The future holds no greater obstacles than what you've already faced. And if you've made it through the hard times, then what's stopping you from pushing through and creating something even bigger for yourself? It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that success comes to those who are lucky or have it all figured out. But the truth is, success comes to those who persist. It comes to those who are willing to keep going when everyone else quits. It comes to those who make the decision that their dreams are worth fighting for. You're not here by chance. You are here because you've been called to do something great. You've been called to make a difference, to create the life you've always wanted, and to show the world what you're made of. And now is the time to answer that call. The world doesn't owe you anything. No one is going to hand you your dreams. You have to go out and get them. You have to make it happen. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take work, commitment, and a willingness to push through when it feels like nothing is going your way. But let me tell you this, nothing worth having comes easy. The best things in life are on the other side of your comfort zone, and that's exactly where you're headed. I want you to understand something important. You are not alone in this. Everyone who has ever achieved anything significant has faced the same fears, doubts and challenges that you're facing right now. They've all had moments where they felt like giving up, where they doubted themselves, and where they questioned whether or not they were on the right path. But they didn't quit. They kept going, even when it felt like they were getting nowhere. They kept moving forward, one step at a time, and now they are living their dreams. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know exactly how everything will turn out. You just need to take the first step. You need to make the decision that you are worthy of success, worthy of greatness, and worthy of everything you've ever dreamed of. And once you make that decision, you will begin to see things shift. The universe will respond to your commitment. Opportunities will begin to show up where you least expect them. People will enter your life who will help guide you on your journey. But none of that will happen if you don't take that first step. What are you waiting for? Life is happening right now. It's happening for you. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to take action. Your dreams are not out of reach. They are waiting for you to step forward and claim them. The world is ready for you to show up. It's ready for you to take your place, to make your mark, and to leave your legacy. Don't wait any longer. Step up, take that first step, and start creating the life you were always meant to live. Chapter 19. Break through mental barriers by staying disciplined and focused. You have everything you need right now. The tools, the power, the potential, all of it is within you. And it's about time you start using what's already in your hands. There's no waiting for a better time. There's no more waiting for the stars to align or the perfect moment to appear, because that moment is already here. Everything that's ever been needed to change your life is right in front of you. It's always been there. The only thing that has been holding you back is the belief that you need something more. The truth is, you don't. What you need to move forward is already inside you. You see, most people wait their entire lives for the perfect conditions. They wait for their lives to get easier, for the obstacles to vanish, and for all the variables to align perfectly. But here's the truth. Perfection is a myth. The conditions will never be just right. There will always be challenges. there will always be distractions, and there will always be moments of doubt. But that's exactly why this moment is so powerful. It's in the middle of those challenges, in the middle of those doubts, that you have the chance to rise above. It's when you step into the unknown and decide that you will create your own path, regardless of the circumstances, that your real growth happens. So, stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that it's okay to go after what you want. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Perfect is an illusion. What matters is what you do with what you have right now. And right now, you have everything you need. When you begin to understand that the power to shape your life is already in your hands, that's when things begin to change. But here's the catch. You have to take ownership. You have to make the choice that you're not going to wait for the world to change for you. You're going to change yourself. You're going to develop the habits, the mindset, and the determination to create the life you deserve. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It doesn't matter what's been holding you back. All that matters is what you do today. The most successful people aren't the ones who have it all figured out. They're the ones who make the decision that they are going to move forward, no matter what. They know that life isn't about avoiding struggle or challenges. It's about facing them head-on and finding a way through. Every successful person has faced the kind of fear, doubt, and uncertainty that you feel right now. But they didn't let it stop them. They didn't sit back and wait for everything to fall into place. They took action, no matter how small, and they kept going. Now, imagine what would happen if you decided to do the same. Imagine what could happen if you stopped waiting for the perfect conditions and started using what you already have. The possibilities are endless. And it's not about waiting for things to be easy. It's about embracing the challenge. It's about knowing that the difficult moments are where the greatest growth happens, and it's about making the decision right now that you are going to push through, no matter how hard it gets. You might be wondering if you're capable. You might be wondering if you have what it takes to push through. But let me remind you, you've already made it this far. Every obstacle you've faced, every challenge you've overcome, has already proven that you are capable. You have what it takes. The only thing standing between you and your next breakthrough is the decision to move forward, no matter what. The road ahead will not always be easy. There will be times when you feel like giving up. There will be times when you doubt yourself. But those are the moments that matter most. Those are the moments that define you. Because it's not about never failing. It's about getting back up every time you fall. It's about developing the mindset that says, I will not quit. I will keep going. No matter what. Now, think about the people who have had the greatest impact on your life. Think about the ones who inspire you, the ones you admire. Do you think they got to where they are because it was easy? No, they got there because they decided they wouldn't stop. They decided they were worth the fight, worth the struggle, and worth the effort. And now, they're living the life that others only dream about. But it wasn't luck that got them there. It wasn't chance. It was choice. You have that same power within you. You have the ability to create the life you want, to take the steps necessary to make your dreams a reality. But it all starts with that first decision, the decision to stop waiting and start doing. Every day you wake up is another opportunity to take one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. And it's not about waiting for the right time or for everything to fall into place. It's about showing up every single day, ready to do the work. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when it feels hard. Because that's when you grow the most. If you've ever looked at someone who seems to have it all together and thought, I wish I could be like them, know this. They didn't start there. They started exactly where you are. They started with uncertainty, doubt, and fear. But they made the decision to keep going. They made the decision that they were worth it. And they kept going. That's the secret. That's the key. You are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. You have the potential to create the life you want. You have the strength, the power, and the resilience to push through anything that comes your way. And it all starts with the decision to move forward, no matter what. So, what's stopping you? What's holding you back from taking that first step? Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's okay. The only permission you need is your own. And once you give yourself that permission, you'll be unstoppable. This is your time. This is your moment. The power is in your hands. What you do next is up to you. So, what are you going to do? The world is waiting. Your dreams are waiting. It's time to stop waiting and start making it happen. Chapter 20. Push yourself harder today to create a better tomorrow. You are on the edge of something great. You feel it, don't you? That sense that there's something more to life, something more you could be doing, something more you could achieve. You might not be able to put your finger on it just yet, but the feeling is undeniable. It's the call to greatness. It's the pull toward that life you know you're capable of. And right now, you stand at the threshold of your next chapter. The question isn't whether you have what it takes. The question is, are you willing to step into the unknown? Are you willing to trust that the best version of yourself is waiting on the other side of that leap? So many people spend their entire lives holding back. They wait for things to be perfect, for everything to align just right. But let me tell you something important. Life doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down for you to catch up, and it certainly doesn't give you a pause button to hit when things get tough. If you want to create something extraordinary, you have to act now. The universe isn't waiting around to make things easier for you. It's waiting for you to make a move. It's waiting for you to decide that you're ready for more. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. They make the decision to take action, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's uncertain. That's the first lesson. Your life won't change by waiting for the perfect time. It'll change when you decide to make the most of the time you have now. When you take responsibility for your actions, when you embrace the discomfort, and when you push forward despite the uncertainty, your life won't change because of luck. It'll change because of your commitment to growth, your willingness to step out of your comfort zone, and your determination to overcome obstacles. But let's be real for a second. There's no denying it. The road to greatness isn't an easy one. It's messy, it's challenging, and it's not always linear. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when you feel like you can't go on. The doubt will creep in. The voices in your head will try to convince you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. But you need to understand something. Those voices are lying to you. They are the product of fear, not truth. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, every time you challenge yourself, you're proving to yourself just how much strength you really have. The key is to keep going. The key is to push through even when it seems impossible, because that's where growth happens. It's in those moments of struggle, those moments when you feel like you're at your breaking point, that your true strength is revealed. But you can't just wait for strength to magically appear. You have to actively build it. You have to train yourself to be resilient, to stay focused on the goal, even when the path gets tough. You don't have to have it all figured out right now, but you do have to start. That's the most important thing. You can't wait for the perfect moment to take the first step. You have to take the first step now, even if it's messy, even if it feels like you're stumbling. Because here's the thing, the first step is the hardest, but once you take it, momentum starts to build. Once you start moving, you'll find that things begin to fall into place. Opportunities will start to show up. People will enter your life who are meant to help you along the way. But none of that happens until you take action. Until you decide that you're worth the effort, worth the struggle, worth the fight. And once you make that decision, there's nothing that can stop you. Your success is built on a series of decisions. Every choice you make today will determine the life you live tomorrow. If you decide to stay where you are, if you decide that you're not ready, you'll stay stuck. But if you decide to take action, to show up every day, no matter what, that's when things start to change. That's when your life transforms. I want you to understand that you are not here by accident. You are not just drifting through life, waiting for something to happen. You are here because you have a purpose, and that purpose is to make an impact. You are here to do something extraordinary, and that begins with taking responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your life. It starts with saying, I am in control of my destiny. I am in charge of my success. I will not let fear, doubt, or insecurity dictate my life. Once you adopt that mindset, you begin to see the world differently. You stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start seeing them as opportunities to grow. You stop feeling defeated by the things that go wrong and start learning from them. Every challenge, every setback becomes fuel for your fire. And the more you experience, the more you learn, the more powerful you become. But let me be clear, this journey isn't easy. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, moments when you doubt your path. But that's okay. Those moments are normal. What matters is what you do next. It's not about never having doubts or fears. It's about how you handle them. It's about pushing through the fear, embracing the uncertainty, and continuing to take steps forward. Every time you choose to move forward, you build more momentum. And that momentum is what will carry you toward the life you've always dreamed of. When you look at the people who have achieved great things, you'll see that they didn't get there by waiting for the right moment. They got there by taking risks, by making bold decisions, and by showing up, even when the odds were against them. They made mistakes. They failed. But they didn't let those failures define them. They used those failures as stepping stones, as lessons to help them grow. And that's what you need to do. You need to stop waiting for perfection. You need to stop waiting for the stars to align. What you need to do is take the first step. And once you take that step, everything else will follow. The road may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Because when you look back on your life, the moments that will matter the most are the ones where you decided to push through, to keep going, to show up. You are capable of achieving greatness. You have the power within you to change your life. The question is, are you willing to make the choice? Are you willing to take the leap and trust that you will figure it out as you go? Because once you make that choice, there's nothing that can stand in your way. The journey will be challenging, but the rewards will be beyond anything you could ever imagine. So take that first step. Make that decision. Your future is waiting for you. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to act. And that decision is in your hands. What will you do with it?